Well, waterlogging continues in the ITO area of Delhi, and according to the latest visuals that are coming from the ground, shows people wading through knee-deep water. Now, army and engineers have been called in to plug ITO breach. Well, it is important to note that the waterlogging in the ITO region is affecting the commuters because this remains a T point and an important point of conjunction to connect the adjoining areas from central Delhi to the Delhi NCR. Now, joining me on the broadcast is my colleague Yash. Yash, what more details are we getting from the ground at the moment? Is there any kind of respite in the area, or do we continue to see the same level of waterlogging as we were tracking yesterday?
Well, Kuhina, there are two scenarios which are playing out in the national capital right now. First of all, I want to give an update about the water levels. The water has started to recede here in the national capital. And now the water level somewhere stands around 207.62 meters, which is a huge respite for the people of the national capital. And in fact, first I want to give you the visual glimpse of how River Yamuna looks like right now. In fact, you can see the water levels have started to recede in River Yamuna. And in fact, yesterday also, we were reporting from this very same spot, and in fact one very indicator of that the water has gone down is that iron structure, because yesterday you can see now this structure is almost this structure is not under the water, but yesterday this structure was almost 20 to 30%. It was submerged under the water. So we can say that now the water levels have started to recede in the national capital, though I was talking about two scenarios. So this is the first scenario where the Yamuna water levels have started to go down, and the another scenario is that like you talked about the ITO area, the other scenario is that the drainage systems continue to actually be clogged, and in fact the ITO area still continues to witness heavy water logging. That water logging is not because of the direct Yamuna flooding water, but that is because of that the drainage systems have in fact given up in the national capital. So that is why we are seeing those visuals from ITO and adjoining areas. And in fact now I would also want to give you a glimpse of how the situation looks like right now in the shelter homes which have been created by the authorities over here. In fact, you can see people are still residing in these very camps from the very 4 to 5 days. In fact, now we can say today is the 5th day of Delhi deluge, when in fact Delhi is witnessing such heavy water logging and flooding. And in fact, on the other side also I want to show you that now there are a number of officials who are on ground working continuously. You can see civil defense officials have also got in here, and in fact food is being given to the victims of these floodings who were living in the low-lying areas. In fact, this is being done by the Delhi authorities. So these are the efforts which are being made by these people over here. You can see how food is being distributed, medicines are being distributed by these people, because most of these people who have been affected by these rains and flooding were those who were staying in the low-lying areas. And in fact, you can see how these services are being provided to these people. Not only this, sanitation also became a very important bit of this thing, of this entire situation. And in fact, mobile toilets have also been installed by the authorities over here, so that defecation, these people could actually defecate in these spaces, not in the open, because like we talked about the earlier scenarios as well about Delhi rains, it is also about the aftermath of this entire flooding, where we can witness certain health hazards. And in fact, you were talking about the ITO area. In fact, now police has barricaded this road, and in fact a large chunk of traffic is being blocked so that more traffic couldn't go to the ITO side, because ITO side is completely still flooded under the water. And that is the reason why authorities are still making sure that not much traffic goes to that very route, because you have to understand that. And in fact, we have to understand that ITO is one major junction where a lot of roads actually connect you to different parts of this city. And this is the actually the bird's eye view of River Yamuna right now. In fact, yesterday the River Yamuna was very aggressive, and today it seems to be flowing at a calmer rate. Back to you.
Well, Yash, I'll request you to hold on to us.